Welcome back to Uncle Bob Crypto Podcast 26. I'm here with William LeGate. He is an entrepreneur, a programmer, a Teal Fellow, and currently the co-founder and CEO of Prediqt, Everipedia's prediction marketplace. He was named as one of the most powerful people in tech by Business Insider, and he's here today to explain more about the Prediqt platform. Away you go, William.
Yeah, excited to be here. Thanks for having me. So Prediqt is basically a prediction marketplace powered by Everipedia's IQ token and EOS IO technology. So for the viewers who may not know what Everipedia is, it's the biggest encyclopedia on the blockchain. Users can earn our cryptocurrency called IQ by making edits to articles. And the way we view it is basically Everipedia is a place where you can edit and view historical knowledge, and Prediqt is the way where Everipedia IQ users can actually earn more IQ from correctly predicting future knowledge. And it's a way to kind of gauge the outcome of future events based on prediction marketplace dynamics, which have been proven time and time again to be more reliable than polls or really any other indicator in terms of the outcome of events. So markets are, I can share my screen and walk you through the platform, so maybe easiest for your viewers to understand. So are you able to see
I can see that.
Cool.
Yeah.
So basically this is the homepage. So if you go to predict.everipedia.org, it's spelled Prediqt in reference to our IQ token. And you can see these are all the markets that are currently available for users to bet on. So the most popular one right now is, will the US surpass 2 million COVID-19 cases by the end of May? The second most popular, will Elizabeth Warren be selected as Joe Biden's VP nominee? And you can scroll down and it's ordered by the volume. And basically all these markets are completely user generated. So anyone can create a market. You just go up here, create, fill in the details, you add a title, description, image, and you go through this whole flow, and you pay for the market creation fee. It's 1,000 or 2,000 IQ, which is pretty nominal, and roughly $2 equivalent USD. But the market creators get a portion of all they get 2.5% of all the shares traded in that market. So it's actually
how much?
2.5% is the current rate. So you can see down here the creator fee, resolver fee, referral fee. So the way it works is the market creator specifies a resolver, and right now a resolver on a protocol level can be any EOS account, but we currently only allow 2 for the purposes of the STAP to protect users, and those are the Prediqt IQ Res resolver account, and we have another resolver account which is a multi-sig block producers. The Prediqt IQ Res account is basically it's a community vote amongst IQ holders, and they vote for the market outcome, and that's been very successful in terms of resolving markets correctly. And because if you vote for the wrong outcome, you're going to get your IQ slashed and you're going to lose a portion of that. But basically, I guess to keep everything simple, if you want to participate in a market, the market shares right now are always, it resolves as yes or no. So every market is binary in that sense. And you can buy shares for a fraction of the currency the market's based in. So this market is an IQ based market. So if I want to buy yes shares, I can buy them. Right now, the best offer is for 0.05 IQ each. And then when the market resolves, if that's the correct outcome, I'm going to get paid back 1 IQ for every share that I hold. So that would be a 20-to-1 return if that happens. So it looks like that's pretty unlikely. The more likely outcome is that it'll be no. And you can still see like pretty decent, it's not that much percentage wise, but this market resolves in a few days. You can earn roughly 4 or 5% returns. And if you correctly it knows the outcome. So that's, I guess, a high level overview of the platform. We have a leaderboard screen so you can see the top traders. We also have a referral program that allows people to earn revenue from just sharing links to Prediqt markets and people following those links and betting in those markets. So you can see, this account's earned roughly 6,000 IQ from just referral fees. And you can see the top traders have earned, the number one trader, over 150,000 IQ, just from trading in markets on Prediqt. So it's a very, right now we have a fairly tight community of people. We haven't really done that much public outreach. It's been really just word of mouth so far amongst Everipedia community members, and we're just starting to kind of predict it to the wider EOS and crypto communities, and we're seeing a lot of people really enjoying taking stakes in these markets and placing bets one way or the other, and it's a fun way to utilize any IQ you may have earned from Everipedia, as well as a way just to earn returns on your crypto if you're good at predicting these types of events.
Right. So I mean, going into sort of betting in a general sense, if I'm betting on like a football game or a soccer game, it's very much sport oriented. Is this what are the major areas that you're kind of focusing in on? Politics, current events, that kind of thing. Where's where are you centering it?
Right. So on a protocol level, it can be anything. So in terms of the DApp, what we're doing right now is we have a few different categories that we kind of, I guess, quote unquote feature. Right now, the most popular markets are definitely things more in the political realm. So when I was demoing the screen, the top three markets are, two of them are related to the coronavirus outbreak, and then one of them is related to who Joe Biden's VP nominee will be. So I would consider those all political in a sense. So the most popular markets are markets that the crypto users really can't get exposure to in other ways. So we've had markets created for will Bitcoin be above or below some price by some date, but that's an event that you can get exposure to through traditional crypto trading platforms in a variety of ways. So the most popular markets we've noticed in terms of the users are ones that you can't necessarily bet on right now in terms of traditional crypto exchanges or even traditional betting marketplaces. It's these more niche, these niche markets that, I don't know another place really in any sort of, I don't know any place ever where you can bet on, will there be more than 2 million cases of COVID in the U.S. by the end of the month? So that's a unique market that really you can only do and take a bet in on Prediqt. And like I said, they're all
Yeah, go on.
They're all user generated. So these are markets created by the community, and they're sorted on the homepage by the interest in the community in terms of the volume traded.
And how do you propose to kind of expand it outside of your community, or is it just community centric at the moment?
So I mean, Everipedia has a fairly large amount of traffic. So right now we're looking for ways to more tightly integrate it within the Everipedia platform. I guess is number one, because right now it's a subdomain of Everipedia, and we want to. If you're reading the Everipedia article on coronavirus, I think it'd be interesting to be able to see the odds of different outcomes happening and even place bets on those just straight from the Everipedia main homepage. So that's one. Two is we have a developer API that allows users or developers to directly query Prediqt data, and we also have a UI library that allows developers to integrate Prediqt widgets into their sites, so to show that different, for example, the odds of some event happening, or even to place an order just directly through a Prediqt widget on their website. So there's a lot of different avenues we're exploring in terms of expanding the where Prediqt markets are, I guess, in terms of at the end of the day, this is a DApp that we have that's it's really a specialized block explorer showing you data that's in the smart
Yeah, I like the
contracts.
idea. I think it's a great idea.
Everything's completely on chain. So it's something that
is it in kind of beta at the moment though? I mean, have you got, is it, go on.
Yeah. So, I mean, Prediqt is in beta, and Everipedia actually, I believe, is technically still in beta. I would say anything on the blockchain is in beta right now, because it's just such a, even though, it's becoming more developed as a space, it's still new to everyone in a sense. But it's Prediqt is, the technology is secure. We've audited the smart contract. It's not beta in the sense that it's not tested. We've thoroughly, it's secure, and it's in beta in the sense that things are changing very, very fast for us. But yeah, that's, I guess, the little disclosure there.
Sure, no problem. And I guess the real test on how successful this could be is how quickly you can onboard somebody to use it. How quickly can somebody, I guess, let's just use the word, bet on an event coming up in the future?
So right now we're primarily focused on targeting people in the EOS community. So people that are going to have a scatter wallet or a token pocket wallet. Those are the two login methods we support. So if you have a scatter, an EOS account, and you have it connected to a scatter wallet or a token pocket wallet, it's literally a matter of, you click sign in, you can sign in with scatter or token pocket, and then you can, within like 2 clicks, you can bet on a market. So I'll share my screen again and kind of walk you through that process.
Yeah.
So I'm already signed in. I'll log out real quick. So if I sign in again, I just accept the terms of service. I'm going to sign in with a scatter. I don't know if you can see the scatter window because I have it just sharing my Firefox page, but I just clicked accept. Signed in now. So if I want to go bet on this Elizabeth Warren market, I can see that I can purchase yes shares for a price of 0.42 IQ. So the way that's done is, that means that someone is trying to buy no shares for 0.58 IQ. So it matches both sides so that the total is 1, and then the smart contract handles the logic where when the market resolves, the winner, whichever user is correct, they get that 1 IQ. So I'm going to say that I don't think that she'll be the nominee. So I go to click no. I want to buy 100 shares. So the total cost of that is 87 IQ because the price is 0.87 IQ per share. This is my potential. It shows you the multiplier. So that's the basically the payout ratio. If I'm correct, I'm getting a 1.15 x return on my investment, and the max payout is 100 IQ, which is the number of shares. So I click place order. It's going to pull up my scatter wallet to authorize a transaction. I click allow, and just like that, it's going to confirm it on chain. It succeeded. And now if I refresh the page, I own a fair amount of no shares, as you can see, but it went up by 100. And if you go to the trade history and scroll down, you'll see right here, it matched the yes order, which is for 0.13. So it matched the yes order, and this is the blockchain. You can check the blockchain transaction it occurred in a block explorer and kind of see all the actual on-chain data if you'd like as well.
Yeah.
But
it's really cool. I like it. I mean, also you could kind of clip this onto an end of a story, and actually the author of the story can generate a market himself. And
exactly, yeah,
you're kind of creating a buzz through a futures exchange almost. It's really, it's a smart idea.
Yeah, we have, like I said, we have a Prediqt.js developer library which has widgets for for placing orders in markets, for showing that the market cards, kind of like as you see down here. You can easily embed these into Everipedia articles, or even just news articles on some blog or EOS related blog. And then with the referral program, you can get revenue for traffic you generate to the Prediqt platform. So you get 1%, 1% back basically on every single trade place.
Any crypto-centric articles with any any Prediqt market that could be clicked on the end of it, you can just put it on my website as well if you want, because I think it's a really cool idea. You know, there's no reason why it shouldn't succeed, and I love that one. Will Kanye West win the 2024 election? God, man, you just love voting them in.
Yeah, this one doesn't seem as popular, unfortunately.
Well, do
We've
you know
noticed
what?
that. Yeah, we noticed that EOS markets are actually, for some reason, less popular than IQ-based markets. This one's some markets are denominated in EOS.
Yeah, I do love the idea of, like, if you do win out, it's like you raise your IQ.
Yeah, it's really we're looking we're in the process of adding a way where you can just link your Everipedia account, because Everipedia allows you to sign in through social media platforms and not even have to worry about managing a blockchain account. So we're working on a way where you can link your Everipedia editor account to Prediqt and use the IQ you've earned from editing on Everipedia without having to even have a scatter wallet or a token pocket wallet, which we think will really expand our user base to people that are kind of less technical in the crypto space. And Everipedia obviously has a lot of users, so that'll greatly expand our user base there. And we're also adding in the next 2 weeks a way to directly convert any sort of EOS based tokens that you may have directly into IQ, just completely seamlessly when you place the order. So it'll allow any person who has any sort of EOS token basically to directly get involved in these Prediqt markets without having to worry about getting IQ from some exchange or even Everipedia beforehand.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, I reckon David Leibovitz will probably be quite high up there. He's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Well, listen, where can we find out more about this?
Yeah, so just prediqt.everipedia.org is the Prediqt DApp right now. So if you go there, you can check it out, see what markets are available, create your own market, place bets in markets, and then we have a lot of very exciting new features that are in development. So I would encourage everyone to check out our Telegram group, which is just Prediqt, PREDIQT, and we do announcements in there. So I can link it to you, and maybe you could add it to the post as well. But check out the Prediqt Telegram group, check out prediqt.everipedia.org, and we're very active on Telegram. So if you ask us any questions there or have anything that you need help with as a Prediqt user, we're happy to help you out there.
Well, thanks a lot, Will, for coming on today. Really cool idea. Can't wait to see where this goes.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Bye-bye.